Hey guys, it's Mike coming back with, I guess, a little different video for me this time. As most of you all followed me, I've been a Johnny Bench and Hank Greenberg collector for many years now. And I'm actually taking on a third PC, if you want to call it that. It's very limited in what's on the checklist, and I've actually got about everything except for maybe one that I can probably obtain. So I just wanted to go ahead and just show you this little collection I got. The player's name is Barney Pelty. He was a pitcher with the St. Louis Browns from 1903 to 1911 and finished up his career in 1912 with the Washington Senators. Um, I like him. He was a Jewish player that he was actually a pretty good pitcher. He was born in 1880 in Farmington, Missouri. He's one of the first Jewish pitchers in the American League. He played for the Nashville Volunteers as a minor league or semi-pro team in 1902. Then played for the Cedar Rapids Rabbits in the old Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa League in 1903. In August, he got the notice. He caught the Boston Red Sox, which believe were the Americans back then, and the St. Louis Browns took notice of him and got into a bidding war. Unfortunately for him, the Browns won. The Red Sox had won the World Series in 1903, and they're going to win it again in 1912. They finished first in the American League in 1904, had numerous winning seasons. And unfortunately, he went to play for the Browns and they only had two winning seasons the entire time he was with them, and their highest finish was fourth in the in the league during his time with them. Um, the Browns bought him for $850, which is today $24,000. Well, I think this article was written in 2017, but about the same. He debuted at 22. He was a workhorse for the Browns. He pitched 31 complete games. His best year was 1906. He went 16-11 with a 1.59 earned run average, which was second in the American League, and um, it's the lowest in the Browns, and they eventually became the Baltimore Orioles. And it was the lowest earned run average by a pitcher in Browns and Orioles history. And he has a walks and hits per inning pitch of .951, which is the second lowest in Browns and Orioles history. Uh, he finished up his career in 1912 with the Washington Senators. They bought him for $2,500, which was $67K at the time the article was written. But in his career, he threw um, he had a career earned run average of 2.63, which in 2017 was 64th best ever, and his 82nd in hits per 9 innings in baseball history. In Jewish history, his earned run average of 2.63 is actually ahead of Koufax, who's number two. He's sixth in wins with 92 and seventh in strikeouts with 693. And he actually came back and pitched an exhibition game going up against Grover Cleveland Alexander in 1937 at the age of 57, but lost that decision. Whereas if he would have went with the Red Sox, his career, he had good numbers, just played on a very poor team. And I always thought that he was a very good pitcher that could have done better, obviously, with the Red Sox. But I got this, it all started with this pitcher I got from an auction with that Conlon Greenberg. And this is a Paul Thompson original photo circa 1908 to 1910 with a nice picture of him. And I'm going to go through his cards. Now, on the official PSA checklist. I see 18 cards that are possible for him. But some PSAs never even graded, so they're next to impossible to obtain. We'll go start with the T206, which you see more than any. This is a sweet cap in a 4. And the horizontal, which is one of the, I think there's 5 horizontals, I could be wrong. This is a 3. I was trying to get a higher grade, but I saw a 5 and a 6, and they went for big money. I was really surprised for a pitcher or like Pelty that really isn't that well known, but the horizontal design obviously is driving the price up quite a bit on this. So I grabbed this 3 while I could. But for those who like T206s, they're very nice cards. And I have a T205 gold border and a 4. That's going to be going off to SGC. Very nice looking. And I've got this. I sent this to SGC, and they don't slab these. PSA does, so eventually I'll send this to them. It's the Sweet Cap cigarettes, and those are the domino disc. Named so because they've got dominoes on the back. And this is a pen. I think it's a Sweet Cap too. Yep, Sweet Cap cigarettes. SGC we tried, but they don't grade these. And I kind of knew that when I sent them in. I didn't see any pop reports on them. Then we get to the more rare stuff, that at least that I've got. This is the 1909 S74 Silks. This is the white version. Some of them have a white backing on them. This one doesn't. So you'll see them with and without the backing on it. But that's a very nice one. It's a little frayed. At the bottom it should say Old Mill Cigarettes, but that part's frayed off of it. It's great. These is authentic anyway. And this is the silk that's colored. I don't know how many different colors there are. If anybody knows, let me please tell me. This is a reddish colored, pinkish color. And this is again Old Mill cigarettes. And this one you can see the Old Mill at the bottom. And the rarest ones I've got. This is the 1910-11 Sporting Life. I call it the vampire card. If you, I love the turned up collar, and they got the coloration on it. They got the pink cheeks and the little redness to the lips. Looks right out of a Dracula movie to me. But it's a beautiful card. I think these have got the Sporting Life back on them. That's one of my favorites there. This is actually, I think, the first Pelty card I got, or maybe second. This is a T202 1912. These are the signed cigarettes. And these are they have a vintage picture of a play, and then they got 2 players on it. This one's got, I believe that's Bobby Wallace. I think he's a Hall of Famer, pretty sure. And there's Pelty on this side, which is the same image from his T205 gold border up there. This is a higher grade one. I got a good deal on that one. I was very happy to get that. And the rarest card I got is right here. This just came back too. This is a 1911 Helmar Stamps. T332 and a 2 from SGC. I bought this raw on eBay, and SGC has graded one of these a 1, and the PSA has graded one of these a 1. So now SGC gave this one a 2. So theoretically, this is the highest graded Helmar Stamps of Barney Peltier there is, but it's just hard to believe that they haven't graded more of these or slabbed more of these. If anybody can give some insight on that, I'd really appreciate it. But that's a pop two right there. So that's like most of the. I never thought I'd get that one. The other ones he has is the 1911 Sporting Life cabinet cards, W600s. PSA has not graded any of those or slabbed any of those. I was told by someone that people that's been collecting those cabinet cards forever have never seen it. There's a Bregstone card. It's beautiful. I've seen one of those. PSA hasn't graded any. I do have the Ramley, a 1909 Ramley T204 Pop TSA Pops 19. I did find one of those raw just recently, and that will be coming in hopefully by this weekend. It's a 1910 Juju Drums. PSA Pop is 2. I've seen a picture of it. The 1910 to 13 Red Cross T215. There's 3 of them listed in the PSA checklist, but there's only been 2 of the graded of the number 149. There's a 1911 Pinkerton T5. PSA is not graded any of those. And probably the most obtainable of the ones I still need, the 1912 T207 brown background. There's one on eBay now, but it's high grade and it's got a huge price on it. So hopefully I'll find one of those, and maybe over the years I'll find the other ones. If anybody's got any unusual Pelty stuff, I'd be interested in talking to you. I love stuff like these photos. I love these. And shout out to Rick Vintage Oddball Cards. These original photographs are just amazing. Just love them. So put together a little collection there, and I'll update it when I get the Ramley in. But very nice, interesting player. He, like many, he's a victim of circumstance. If he went to the Red Sox, maybe he would have had a much bigger career. At least maybe people would know more about him. But thanks for watching. Any comments, let me know. And thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon, Lord willing. Bye-bye.